How much is Donald Trump really worth in 2025? Depending on the source, the answer could be anywhere from just a few billion to nearly $10 billion. That massive gap isn't a mistake. It's the result of a fortune built on hype, debt, real estate swings, and now even cryptocurrency chaos. Trump's wealth has always been a moving target, but this year, the numbers have become more explosive than ever. Forbes has long been the most trusted voice on billionaire wealth, and they currently peg Trump's fortune at $5.1 billion. That's a massive leap from just a few years ago when they had him closer to $2.5 billion. Bloomberg's Billionaires Index, which tracks asset values in real time, has sometimes pushed his number even higher, past $6 billion at the peaks. But here's the problem. Trump's empire is unusually difficult to measure. Unlike someone like Jeff Bezos, whose wealth is tied mostly to Amazon stock, Trump's fortune is spread across golf courses, hotels, licensing deals, and buildings with complicated debt structures. Some of his towers are co-owned, others are leased under long-term deals, and many of his properties are hard to value. That means even the experts are making educated guesses. Outside of Forbes and Bloomberg, the estimates get even wilder. Real-time trackers have suggested Trump might be sitting on $8 billion. On the flip side, skeptics, including some financial watchdogs, argue that his real fortune could be under $3 billion once debts are subtracted. Why such a massive gap? Because Trump's wealth depends on assets that are volatile. Real estate values can skyrocket in one city while collapsing in another.
What do you see happening there? Is it some areas doing okay, others not, or is there a national trend?
Well, New York is doing great, I will tell you. Whether it's 40 Wall Street or whether it's Trump Tower or any of the other things that we own is doing great. Outside of New York is a whole different ballgame. You know, it's funny, every time something comes up in New York, I want to buy it. And I bid. And I say, I'm going to get it because I'm way overpaying. And somebody buys it for twice as much as I'm bidding. One thing I really...
Licensing fees tied to his name can surge when he's in the headlines and then dry up during scandals. Even small fluctuations in interest rates can swing the value of his portfolio by hundreds of millions. In other words, Trump's fortune isn't a stable empire. It's a roller coaster. Then came the moment that threw every estimate into chaos: Trump's dive into cryptocurrency. In January, the launch of the dollar Trump meme coin caused a frenzy online. Supporters poured in cash, speculators hyped it as the next Dogecoin, and on paper its value briefly stretched into the tens of billions. Headlines screamed that Trump was suddenly richer than tech moguls overnight. But here's the twist: most of that value was smoke and mirrors.
Isn't this the last thing that the crypto market needs? After all the crap with FTX, Binance,
Terrible.
Now we have a meme coin. It's already crashed in value.
It'll go up and it'll go down, but also it is a central clearing station for bribery. This is terrible. I mean, you have a way now to get to him through money.
A coin's market cap doesn't equal real money unless you can actually cash out. In reality, only a small fraction of that wealth could ever be withdrawn without crashing the price.
Back to this office.
There are at least some people who are buying this coin who seem to view it as an opportunity to influence the president's views. There was a logistics company this week that said they would buy $20 million in the coin in order to advocate for free trade between the US and Mexico. If buyers are buying for that reason, are they wasting?
For Trump, the meme coin was less about a real payday and more about generating attention, loyalty, and a sense of unstoppable momentum. Still, it changed the conversation. Suddenly, Trump wasn't just a real estate mogul. He was being painted as a crypto kingpin. Unlike the meme coin, one crypto venture did put serious money into Trump's pocket: World Liberty Financial. This family-backed crypto firm was set up to capitalize on the blockchain boom, and it worked. Reports suggest the company funneled hundreds of millions into Trump's accounts, with Forbes estimating around $1 billion in new wealth directly tied to crypto over the past year.
A $2 billion deal using Trump's crypto could generate hundreds of millions of dollars for Trump's family. This is according to the New York Times. An Abu Dhabi investment firm is using a crypto coin launched by Donald Trump's private company in the world's biggest crypto exchange.
Put that into perspective, that's more than some of his biggest real estate deals ever generated. Golf resorts might pull in tens of millions, but World Liberty delivered nearly $500 million in one shot.
To tell us something we don't know, because obviously, the imagery there is very powerful. But what's the reality? How much is Trump making from crypto deals just right now?
I mean, this is one of the most insane stats that I have seen. And I brought you a lot of interesting nuggets. But the Trump family overall, how much have they made on crypto, at least on paper? Get this number. It is about $1 billion. $1 billion. Because remember, it's not just Donald who's involved in crypto. It's Eric who's involved in crypto. And it's Melania who's involved in crypto. That is an insane amount of money.
Critics say it's a bubble waiting to burst. Supporters argue it shows Trump has mastered a new playing field. Either way, crypto added fuel to an already unpredictable fortune.
Well, personally, taking off?
It has skyrocketed, Aaron, skyrocketed. Look at what Forbes has found. What they have found that over the last year, you go back to last year, look, Trump was worth a lot of money, but it was $2.3 billion. Look at how much he's worth now. It's more than doubled. More than doubled. He is now up. His net worth is now $5 billion. Part of that is crypto, but part of that is also, of course, Truth Social, part of the larger media conglomerate going public. But you put it all together, and Trump's wealth is through the roof over the last year.
But Trump's wealth story isn't just about business moves. Investigative reports have revealed that the Trump family has earned over $3.4 billion since he first ran for office. Some of that came from traditional real estate deals, but much of it was powered by influence, branding, and political visibility. His presidency didn't just shape policy, it reshaped his wallet.
Headline of an exhaustive new investigation published by the New Yorker magazine.
I went through and looked at all the sources of income, the income streams flowing into the Trump organization, the president and his family, and I asked, is this money that he would have made absent the presidency? Because he's got hotels, he's got golf courses. Sometimes people go there just to play golf or rent a hotel room. We're not talking about that. So I only wanted to look at money that he has made because he is or has been in the White House. And then I tried to ask as best I could, what is each one of those things worth? And that's how I came up with $3.4 billion.
That's where the controversy comes in. Critics argue that Trump blurred the lines between politics and business, monetizing his political fame in ways no other modern president has.
A lot of presidents make money after they leave, selling books, various other endeavors. But he and his family are making this money while he's in the White House. They seem to turn down no opportunity. And that's what makes the questions about a conflict of interest all the more pressing, because I feel like when they are so evidently zealous, so eager to make money, it really sharpens the question of what a buyer, so to speak, might be getting for that.
From hotel bookings by foreign officials to speaking tours and book deals, every move seemed to spin into dollars. To his supporters, it was just smart business. To his enemies, it was proof that Trump treats power like a business venture. Either way, the money kept flowing. So why can't anyone pin down Trump's fortune? The answer is layers of mystery. Many of his companies are privately held, meaning they don't disclose detailed financial records. The value of his brand, the name Trump itself, is nearly impossible to measure.
$5 million. For $5 million, this could be yours. That was the first of the cards. See that? You know what that card is?
Gold card.
It's the gold card. The Trump card, gold card.
Who's the first buyer?
Me.
Who's the second?
First. I don't know, but I'm the first buyer. It'll be out in about less than 2 weeks, probably. Pretty exciting, right?
His debts are often hidden behind legal walls and shell corporations. And now his crypto holdings swing in value minute by minute. This means Trump's net worth is like a mirage. One week he looks like he's worth $8 billion, the next it's 3. Then a new crypto surge or licensing deal adds another billion back overnight. For every flashy headline about growth, there's an equally strong case for a much lower number. So how much is Donald Trump really worth in 2025? Forbes says $5 billion. Bloomberg sometimes goes higher. Critics say 3. Supporters say 8. And the truth? It may be all of those numbers at different times. Trump's fortune is less a fixed figure and more a constantly moving target, one that changes with markets, headlines, and even memes. And that's exactly how he likes it. The mystery keeps his name in the spotlight, fuels endless debate, and ensures that no matter what, Donald Trump remains one of the most talked about billionaires on the planet.